Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. In this Warcraft Rumble HEROIC campaign guide, I'm going to take a look at whatever this boss's name is in Barrens. Geaulieu? Geaulieu? Or my favorite, Liao. Well, anyway, this is how you beat it. In the heroic version of Geaulieu, there's a lot of poison all over the place. Geaulieu itself, of course, is radiating with poison, and it's more intense the closer you get, so melee minions, they just melt away. Also, meeting stones are now poisoned, so if you capture a meeting stone, then anywhere that you can place a mini, then it will get some poison when it goes, so like cobalt miners will just die. Some sturdier minis can survive that and can be useful afterwards, but there's not a lot of things that you want to place on the meeting stones. There's also these 3 chests here that you really want to take because that is a lot of gold. So gold vein over there, another over there, and another one over there. So depending on your levels, there are a couple of ways that you can approach this fight. One is if you have some really overleveled minis that deal a lot of damage, like gargoyles or prowlers or something, you could consider just grabbing this stone and sending the minis in from here and then finish that off. However, I'm showing you the version that can be done underleveled, so in that case you're just going to grind it out, and then if it goes to overtime you're going to spam some unbound stuff and spells on Geaulieu, because you really can't do this with unbound spam alone. It doesn't deal enough damage, they die pretty quickly, but once you have already grinded it a little bit and health is already lower, and especially overtime is approaching, you get more gold, then you can finish it off with some unbound spam if necessary. And this is the army that I have been using for this boss fight. I'm using Pyromancer, Stonehoof Tauren, Safe Pilot, Blizzard, Dark Iron Miner, and Banshee. No talents are needed, can be done with all families. This will just cover everything. Some notes about this, well, there's a lot of nasty minions coming. There's Poison Harpies, there's the Abomination with the Poison talent, then there's Trolls, and there's Huntresses. So Stonehoof Tauren counters Huntresses. Pyromancer counters Harpies, also good against Spiderlings for example. Safe Pilot can be thrown anywhere and can be used to unbound spam at the end on the boss. Blizzard also can be used pretty much anywhere and can be used on the boss at the end. We have Dark Iron Miner here because you can't use the regular Cobalt to mine most of the nodes, and you don't want to give all of that gold to the AI. So Dark Iron Miner is going to make sure that I get most of the gold. And then I have this Banshee that's going to capture some Abominations. Some notes about capturing Abominations. Abomination, unless you're distracting the Abomination, Abomination will hook your Banshee. Pull it close, hook itself does 0 damage by the way, and then it will swing at the Banshee before Banshee gets to steal it. And Banshee of level 14, 15 can survive that quite easily. Banshee of level 13 still mostly survives that. Banshee of level 12 dies to the hit plus the poison fumes that the Abomination has. So once this goes down to level 12, then you would have to distract the Abomination some way in order to use Banshee. But hopefully you have at least a level 13 Banshee, because that's the lowest level that I actually did it with. So first we start fighting for map control. We're going to steal some Abominations, we're going to push some damage at the boss, and then if needed, we're going to finish it off with Safe Pilots and Blizzards. And this is what it all looks like in action. Okay, let's start with some Blackrock gameplay, although the family doesn't really matter, it's the same with everyone. And I really like to use a Safe Pilot at the chests at the start. Sometimes I don't get the Safe Pilot, then I might drop the Dark Iron Miner there, because I want those chests. And now the chests are mine, so gold is coming in. Notice how proactive I am with my Banshee. You have to be proactive with the Banshee because you want to steal those Abominations far up the field, and Banshee will take way too long to travel there. So Banshee needs to be sent in advance, and look at that. That was beautiful. Banshee stole the level 14 Abomination. That was a level 14 Banshee which survives a little bit of poison tick. Level 13 would have probably died there. Level 12 I'm sure would have died there. Level 15 would just laugh at everything and steal Abominations. So I'm pushing in, and I have pushed in a lot of damage. We're 50 seconds in and the boss has like 40% health remaining. So things are looking up, things are looking great, but we have now lost the initiative of that push. We're low on gold, we don't have pressure, and boss is able to start stabilizing. So now I need to regain the initiative, and preferably I would do that by stealing that Abomination and then keep pushing for more. And well, sometimes you manage to do that, sometimes you don't. Even if you don't, you should still be able to do this in overtime. And there, the spell plus the abomination actually managed to kill the Banshee. If I had stolen that abomination, this game probably would have been over within the next minute. But now that the abomination lived and the abomination is killing everything, then suddenly I'm in the back foot. Alright, well, I have Stonehoof Tauren, which counters Huntresses, so that's nice. I focus on countering Huntresses there, and I send another abomination because I still want that. I send another Banshee because I still want the abomination. And the abomination is now mine. Things are looking good. I actually don't have to send the safe pilot there. Yeah, I realized that, hey, those are not really a threat. The base can handle those. Don't spend resources when your base can handle things. You don't have to. You can spend those resources more wisely. The base health is also a resource that's available to you. And now we're sending in a safe pilot out there. There's an abomination coming, and that abomination is a little bit annoying because it's supported by the Plague Farmer. And when it has support, that means that the Banshee is more likely to die. So I'm trying to put a little bit of distraction out there, but the spell again. Abomination plus the spell, and once again I failed to steal an abomination. Well, then I just have to defend in regular fashion, but that's still gonna be perfectly fine. Now I don't want the base to be distracted by from two sides, because it can only shoot at one target at a time, so that's why I blizzard away the small minis. I also want to get my Banshee out there on that abomination, and I managed to do that. Now I have an abomination of my own. Base is taking quite a lot of damage, but I sent the Tauren so that eliminates the Plague Farmer, and then it starts to hit on the abomination, and this should still be winnable, even though, yeah, the base is not looking particularly healthy. I can't afford a single mistake here. But we get the chests. There's another abomination coming. I need to get to my Banshee. I sent the Dark Arm Miner out there as a minor distraction, so that I can drop Banshee out there, and boom, we get another abomination. It's overtime. It's time to do or die. And we have the abomination going, but now I start putting spells on the boss, putting unbound minis on the boss. There's no pressure on my base, so I'm free to just cycle the cheapest minis I have and use whatever unbound resources I have available, so that I will be able to finish this. Another blizzard goes in, and another safe pilot goes in, just chipping away at the health of the boss, and the boss falls. So that was fun. Let's do that again as Alliance. So this time, well, I can't find the Stonehoof Tauren. I can't find the safe pilot. So yeah, that's not the opening hand that I was looking for. I'll send the Dark Arm Miner because I really want to contest those chests. And now I have been able to pick up a safe pilot, but I checked the situation. It's looking good. I don't have to send the safe pilot out there. This is completely acceptable. So now we managed to save some gold. We're still getting some chests, and boom, just managed to pick up that abomination. The Banshee, level 13 Banshee, able to survive the abomination hit just fine. It didn't go into the poison too early, so that was good. Alright, so that was a great start. Now we're trying to control the gold resources of the game, and we're trying to send more pressure, especially those Stonehoof Taurens, together with some other minis. Now I see that some poison harpies are headed towards my base. These can technically handle some poison harpies, although they will hurt the base a little bit. And here I decided I will use a safe pilot to take them down. Could have used it a little bit earlier, the base would have taken a little bit less damage, but it's okay. Now, Banshee use, remember, proactive Banshee use. And now I'm in a bit of a hurry to kill that kobold, so my Banshee doesn't end up stealing that. I want the Banshee to steal the abomination. Now the Banshee is going really smoothly here towards the abomination, and boom, another beautiful, perfect steal. So let's go. Now trying to support the push a little bit with Blizzard, with Safe Pilot. I'm feeling safe, I'm feeling comfortable. I don't think I'm under any pressure, so I can focus on getting some damage in. I do want to maintain control of the gold resources, because if I just push at the boss and I fail and the AI gets all the gold, and then there's a huge push coming into my base, and then I might just die. So do be mindful of the gold. Their Pyromancer will counter those harpies, while I focus on getting some blizzarding on the boss and some safe piloting on the boss as well. Just chipping away that remaining health whenever I get to a position where Geaulieu is already quite low, then I can just see if I can avoid pressure enough to just keep pushing in. I'm trying to contest that just a little bit there. I was maybe a bit greedy, and now it might be backfiring, but let's see. So far it looks okay. There is a strong push coming towards my base, but I should have enough time to blizzard and safe pilot, and that should still win the game. So now you can see that my base is starting to take damage, starting to take quite a bit of damage in fact, but I have timed this correctly and the boss falls again. Easy. Thank you for watching. Click like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and a special thanks to all of my Patreon supporters, YouTube members and Twitch subscribers who make all of these videos possible.